Hello, this is going to be part 2 to What If Deku was a Titan Shifter. Well, yeah. So, yeah, his Titan looks like that, but yeah. I'm going to change something that I did in the last part. So I said, like, he just transformed into his Titan to do all the tests. I'm going to change that. He didn't. Like, I'm going to just say the Titan gives him a little bit of super strength, like speed or whatever. So, like, he didn't. He asked Izawa if he should, but, like, he just said no, it would be too messy or something. Like, no point. Like, yeah. So he didn't use his Titan form. So no one knows about it except for, Tomura, Aizawa, and some of the teachers, like Nezu and All Might. But yeah, and Deku also knows that All Might was his father. Because, like, well, he didn't get the injury, so, like, he looks like All Might, sounds like All Might, acts like All Might, so it gotta be All Might. Has the exact same quirk as All Might, so and he hates All Might. Yeah. But he hasn't told anyone about this. Not even, Shigaraki. But yeah. Anyway, I actually forgot this is Shigaraki. Yeah, she's a girl. But yeah. See, like, they finished their practical exam. Deku got, like, I'm gonna say 4th overall, not 1st. Like, yeah. So, like, they go home, all that kind of stuff. Well, no, they're in the dorms, so, like, that happens. Aizawa still gets attacked by the giant wolf. Well, Deku's pet, everyone gets scared, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So, everyone's in the dorms, like, getting set up, they do that room competition. I'm gonna say Deku kind of has to have a hobby because, like, I don't want to just have a plain room. So I'm gonna say he draws and paints or whatever. So a lot of his paintings are just like, either like sunsets or like, I don't know, the moon or like his wolf, Charlie, yeah, that's what I named it. And like, Shigaraki. And like, they were like, wow, these are so good, like, they look so realistic. He says, yeah. But yeah, you yeah, they do all the rune competition, Deku doesn't win because he just has paintings and stuff. But yeah. He also has a massive ass dog bed for his dog, or his wolf, but yeah. Anyway. But, like a few days pass, they're just doing normal classwork, waiting for Aizawa to come in. So eventually he does, he says, okay kids, we'll have a teacher joining us today. His name is, you may know him as All Might. Like an All Might comes busting through and they're like, I am here. Everyone gets up cheering, Deku doesn't. He's like, ugh, All Might. But yeah. Some people kind of see why he's not cheering. He's kind of sitting at his desk. He actually has like a look of disgust on his face rather than like a look of joy or like happiness or anything. I know the synonyms, but yeah. Wait, I hope I hope the audio's recording. Yeah, anyway. Oh, damn, I forgot to say this at the start. I do not own My Hero Academia, well, not really Attack on Titan because I'm not using any original characters, but yeah, anyway. But yeah, oh yeah, and his name isn't like Azuku Midoriya, it's Aaron Shigaraki, because like he didn't like Azuku, and he didn't like his last name, so he just took Shigaraki's last name. But yeah, anyway. I think it says, okay kids, we'll be doing a heroes vs villains. Well, in this case, heroes vs villain. Everyone's like, what? Today we'll be doing a test. We would normally do it with a 2v2 team, but today we'll be doing, I'm pretty sure they have like 20 students plus Shigaraki. Wait, I'm pretty sure I kicked out Mineta. Or Invisible Girl. Yeah, I kicked out Invisible Girl because I see no reason how the hell did she get in Class 1A? Yeah, so they got 20 students, but in this case it'll be a 19 versus 1. Everyone's like, what, like whispering, like, what does that mean? Like, who are we versing then? Like, is someone in the class? He says, can Aaron Shigaraki please come up to the stand? He says, whatever. He gets up, and All Might says, all of you will be fighting him today. They'll say like, why him? He only has just a weak, like a kind of decent super strength quirk. And he says, no, he doesn't. And he says, Aaron, please explain your quirk. And he says, fine. My quirk is called Titan Shifter. Whenever I inflict self-harm upon myself, I will transform into a 20-meter tall Titan, you could call it. And they were like, what? Like, and how are you so strong? He says, it's just a side effect. As long as, and also this is as well. Like, like he hardens his hand. And you say, yeah. You're like, wow, what a cool, like, that's really cool. Like, they don't know that his Titan looks like this, and someone said in, like, I don't know, the first video, like, imagine this staring into your soul, like, what would you do? But yeah. So, they're all going outside, like, and they're not going to be doing it in just a building, like, they're going to be doing a whole city. But yeah. So, like, they're all in the city, like, all the other students are on one side, and he's on the other side. And, like All Might says, okay, you will have 5 minutes to devise a plan to take down Aaron. And then it will start. So, like, they're all like, they're all asking, like, like, Shigaraki and, like, Tomura, like, you've lived with him for a while, like, what is it like? She says, scary. Like, what do you mean scary? When we were living in the forest for most of our lives because our parents didn't like us or something, so they abandoned us. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he said, yeah, don't worry about it, because she's kind of gotten over it. I think maybe, I don't know, whatever. She's gotten over it. Even if you did just kill your father, but whatever. It's like, but yeah, he would protect us, and eventually, for some reason, heroes started to try and capture us because, I don't know, we were on some land. And, and then eventually he protected us with his quirk, and eventually they had to get all the 1 to 5 heroes in to actually defeat us along with Aizawa. Defeat him along with Aizawa, and they said, really? And he said, well, yeah, they didn't even actually defeat him. Nezu had to talk to him. And I'm like, what? Like, how did All Might do this? He said he would punch and punch and punch, but it wouldn't do anything. But then when he punched All Might, he would go flying. But yeah, so I'm gonna say it's scary. But yeah, what could Deku's hero costume be? I would just say it's just like a hoodie or whatever, and like he has like something like the omnidirectional gear, like it's just like a little machine, like more advanced or something that just like allows the kind of same capability, like movement capability. But yeah, so like, and then All Might says, okay, planning phase is done. Like they come up with a plan, like to distract him with like Todoroki or something, like create a giant ice pillar. Like say if he transforms, he'll create a giant ice wall or something to distract him, and everyone like jump him at once. Yeah, that's not what he will do because he's smart. So yeah, like he said, All Might says, start. And Deku's just like grappling around, like, just going everywhere, like getting everywhere. So then like, he eventually finds like them, and like he says, okay, what can I do? If I transform now, it'll be too much of a distraction. I'm taller than the buildings, so if I knock out like the back, then I should be able to. Then if I knock out a few people at the back, that should take down some of the best like long range, which will probably be the worst to fight with for me. So he goes up behind them and like he starts like silently taking them down or something, like Ayama, like he just goes up behind him and like chops him in the neck, knocking him out. he quickly like catches him, like puts him on the ground. No one notices. You know, like all the long range attackers are being just like at least half the long range attackers are taken out before like someone says, okay, everyone clear on the plane. Like they look back and they see like half the people gone with like him just standing there like holding someone like. Like he's halfway through dropping someone to the ground. They all just turn around like he's like fuck. Everyone just starts running at him and like he uses his thing to like pull himself up onto the buildings and like he bites his thumb and like you know the giant yellow light just appears. You know like he transforms into this. He goes he roars and like everyone's like holy shit. Like what the hell is that? And like everyone's just yelling, I thought it just transformed into like something like Mount Lady, not a freaking monster. And then like Bucko says, hey, you wimps, like I can easily defeat him, you know. He starts flying up, tries to like explode his explode him with like a big explosion, like it hits Deku and like it kind of just like does nothing. You know, like the smoke clears, Deku's just standing there, like, you know, with the smoke coming out, like the steam coming out of his mouth, and he's just, like, and then he starts walking towards them, you know, Todoroki's making, like, ice walls behind them, like, to, you know, get some distance between them, and, like, Deku's, like, he just yells out and roars, and, like, he breaks the little, like, bone plates on his leg. And, you know, then he starts running through the ice walls. You know, and everyone's, like, pissing themselves. Man, it's like, I chose the wrong school. I thought I would get all the hot babes, not this. But yeah, you know. And when you okay, we gotta we all gotta just like team up at once. So like, you know, they go around the corner. You know, he's following them, like just like kind of jogging a little bit. You know, and then like they turn the corner, and, like Shigaraki like touches like one of his feet and quickly runs to the other one, decays the other one. You know, he screams out in pain because like you know, the users can still feel the pain, like, but they don't actually get affected, like the person. Yeah, like then like you know. And Todoroki starts like freezing like his legs and arms like onto the ground. You know, Kaminari just like does a dive bomb onto his back and just starts like emitting electricity. You know, like after a while he's like wee. Yeah, she told him to go for the neck, so like you know. What's it? Bakugo jumps off a roof and says, okay, go for the neck. Okay, whoops. So, and he tries to explode the neck, you know, nothing happens. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Jiro could probably do something pretty useful in this. So, like, she, like, plugs her headphones into the body of him and, like, into, like, one of the joints where he can actually move. And, like, starts, like, going, like dubstep, you know. Not really dubstep, just like bass boosted or something. And it's like Deku's like in so much pain, it's like yelling out like ah, you know. Like Shigaraki's going around like decaying all of his limbs, you know, off. And eventually, like you know, the berserk mode. You know, like he's getting really mad because like. Why couldn't they just like go for the neck easier? Like, why couldn't they just defeat him easier? Like, rather than like pretty much torturing him. So you know, he starts emitting more and more steam, and like some little lines like appear on him, like red lines. And like this hasn't happened before because like no one's been stronger than him. And you might be asking yourself, like, how are these first years defeating him if All Might and Endeavor, like, and all those people couldn't? I don't care. Plot reason. Yeah, it could be cool. But yeah, sorry, like, but yeah, you know, like, and then he's just like, the ice starts cracking, Todorik's like, shit, like, I've got to start freezing it more, like, he tries to freeze it more, but it's not doing anything, it's just melting and cracking. Deku's getting up and, like, his arms and limbs are regenerating back, and, like, they're like, ah, shit. And, like, he starts chasing after all of them, like, punching them and stuff, like, punching the ground where they were supposed to be, like, you know, his green eyes have turned to red, like, you could have just gone for the neck, not, like, tortured me. I can still feel all the pain. Like, he's just thinking this in his head, like, he's, like, screaming and, like, out loud. You know, he grabs a few people, like, and he just, like, puts them to the ground, you know, like, slams them to the ground. He doesn't kill them, because, yeah, why not? I don't want him going to jail. But yeah, so, like, you know, that's happening, and, like, 5 minutes later, everyone's in the ground groaning, like, ah. Some of them have, like, a broken leg or just groaning on the ground. Some of them are knocked out, you know, and, like, eventually, like, All Might says, like, Zuko, stop now, they're all done, like, you know, like, when like, Eren, in his actual Titan form, like, defeated that other Titan to save Mikasa, you know, like, he did that roar, yeah, that's what he did, like, he was in that pose and did the roar. But yeah, and, like, you know, Zuko kind of just snaps out of it, like, huh, what? He sees everyone on the ground, like, oh shit, was that me? You know, like, he just starts picking all of them up, like, one by one. You know, just, and takes them to Recovery Girl. Recovery Girl's like, what the beep? Like, how the hell did this happen? Like, I'm not gonna question it, but, like, don't do this again, whoever did it. You know. But yeah, so, like, that concludes the Heroes vs. Villains. He won, they lost. Aizawa and All Might weren't surprised. They're kind of just like, huh, maybe you should have added in Class 1B as well. And maybe some of the teachers. And Aizawa was like, yeah, probably. Let's figure out ourselves the next #1 hero, I guess. All Might's like, yeah. Yes, you know, they're all done, like, you know, Recovery Girl eventually heals them. And, you know, he's just sitting in class waiting for everyone. Aizawa was there, like, he has his feet up on the desk, just waiting, and then, like, you know, everyone comes in, like, kind of pissed, like, oh yeah.